Logical Zay. It's always more than one way to think about anything. King and Queens, I hope everybody's doing good, doing great, taking care of your health, staying to yourself. Remember, a slow grind is better than no grind. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you comment after you gathered an opinion. And yeah, let's get to this video, man.
In other words, grape. And it was pretty bad. It was a mess. She was basically trying to ruin this young man's career. He was crying and kind of crashing out and stuff. And it was a big mess. And the whole like online community kind of got involved in it, especially in like the black sector of the streamer world. And people just kind of wanted answers and wanted to know what was going on. And that's exactly what happened, right? Jordine was just caught up in like so many different lies. She was acting as if she was getting like neutral.
Based off of appearance, this is why you dudes who don't experience good looking women, I'm glad y'all are getting to see this side of how women act. The internet is exposing a lot. You can look at it bad, you can look at it good. You gotta take the good with the bad, bad with the good anyways. That's just life. But for y'all dudes who will ask guys questions that experience beautiful women, why you stop messing with her? Man, she was bad. I would have put a baby in her. Man, now you're getting a glimpse of what it's like dealing with these attractive, cuckoo, out of the brain, ain't got it all upstairs type women. Because if you see her, you'll be like, oh, okay. Everybody say, look, okay. Then you hear what comes out of her mouth and you be like, okay. Gotcha.
Drugs and things like that, and she wasn't. It was just a complete fail. But most of us remember her for saying this.
Who would want Tyler? What are we talking about? Like, what is the conversation right now, y'all? This is beyond disrespectful to me and my moral compass and who the I am. If you know me, you know me. And if you know me, you know I don't that. Trust me. I like white. Yeah. If I did talk to a man, I like white boys. Yeah. I don't like black boys. Yeah. I'm saying it. I don't like you black. I really don't. And this is a prime example.
Imagine all the business ventures or the owners of companies that you probably want to do business with that are hearing this. You saying, oh, I don't F with y'all, black men. I don't date black men. I don't like black men. This is why you got to be careful and cautious and aware of what you're saying and what you're doing. Because the internet will expose who you truly are in the best way. I'm not going to say the worst way. I'm going to say the best way. So now people know who and what not to deal with. Because this is crazy. Because if this was a guy, let's be clear about it. Everything will be stripped away. All your endorsements, all the little deals you got, little sponsorship. Yeah, we stripping all of that. Yeah, we need everything. Y'all see what they did to Jonathan Majors? Marvel, call him back.
I don't like Tylil. Never did. Never will. Really won't. You better, see me coming down the street, you better walk the other way. It's fades on sight. Because I should have whooped his ass that night. But I was being nice. I'm done beating Nick. I should have beat his ass that night. And y'all
that's crazy.
Came on stream with 2 black guys, which I should have did.
And then she made this dare.
Use these clips to your advantage. Y'all can milk this all y'all want. Thank you. Stream the music. Stream the product. Keep watching, baby. Because I'm just getting my started. Y'all gonna still see shine. You ain't stopping.
Now that's important because she told us to clip it, and so we did. Now I kind of want to get on to this because, there are so many black women today who have some level of attraction for black men, and then whenever black men it doesn't work out, you always get some level of, this is why I don't deal with you, this is why I don't deal with y'all, this is why I hate y'all, right? But at any given chance, when they need to get something or they want to benefit from the ecosystem, you always see them acting like this.
Marlon Wayans is young and tender and waiting for dinner. Can y'all please tell him to slide? That's gonna be my PR relationship. I'm popping out with Marlon. You think Marlon would talk to me, guys? Yo, look at this man, y'all. He's so cute. He looks all sweet there. I don't know. Let me stop playing before he actually be like, what's good?
So there she was trying to grift off Marlon Wayans, you know, trying to see if she could get X, Y, and Z. Oh, what could she get from this person? You know, I think he's cute. Would he date me? But again, this is a woman saying she don't deal with black men. And every time you see her, she's getting something from black men. And this is a problem I see with a lot of ladies. And it's not just, you know, women like her who's saying that she only deal with white men and all this. I see so many women in the black community every day that on one hand, they don't need no black men. Okay. They don't need no black men. They tired of dealing with black men. Then when the first thing they need from somebody, who they calling? They're not calling no white man. When they need somebody to come in, fix their car, they calling their brother, they calling their uncle. They need to borrow some money, they calling a dude they know down the street, a friend. This is what they do, okay? And ultimately, I feel as a black man, it's so disrespectful to be done with black men, as you say, and then whenever you try to go out there to the white men don't got no time for you. And I can tell you exactly how I know this is true. I live in Uganda, okay? And I recently just got back from Kenya, and it's very similar to what you see in Black America. You often hear these women talk about how much they don't like the men in their country. You know, I don't like Ugandan men. They're not romantic enough. I don't like to deal with Kenyan men and all this other stuff, okay? Then what do you see? Soon as they need something, you know, soon as they need their favorite local dishes, and they forgot that they're still African, you know, you're still Ugandan or Kenyan. When you want your favorite chapati or, you know, your ugali and all of that other stuff, white man can't make that, right? You go directly down there to the local shop and get what you need, the food, some electricity, and guess what? When they need some of that local D, they know exactly who to call, and that person is never a white man, all right? That person's never somebody from Britain, okay? Because a lot of times with a lot of black women who talk like that, any man of another community cannot get anything from you. Because what I've noticed is...
But this is the thing though, and I get it's the ultimate slap in the face when black women say this. Oh, I don't date black men. I only date white women. I only date white men. I only date Mexican men. It's a slap in the face, but y'all got to realize something. There's that bad guy in every group of race. There's a Mexican guy who's a cheater, who's an abuser. Same with the white, same with the Asian, and so on and so forth. So when y'all say that, it's just like, it really means nothing to us. We really don't care as much as y'all think we care, because y'all will go deal with who y'all deal with and end up coming back. Life got its way of tapping you on your butt or hitting you in the back of the dome like, oh, you know what, my bad. All right, you right. Because you can have your preference without belittling somebody else. You can like whatever kind of car or whatever kind of clothing you like without trying to belittle somebody else's fashion or somebody else's car. It's like, you don't have to do that. Oh, I'm driving out. You driving that little raggedy look? We don't do that. It's like, why do that? Just have the preference of what you like, choose what you like and enjoy it, have fun. But trying to make somebody feel less than because of your preference is crazy, and it just shows who you are. It's immature.
When black women, or even black men for that matter, start talking about their own community in ways that they don't like them, people realize that you're not a good mate in general. When you come out and say, that's why I don't deal with you black men or deal with you black women.
It's crazy.
Okay? You don't have just a black man or black woman problem. You have a human problem. Anybody who is smart enough understands that same humanistic problem is going to carry once you get over there with the white man. Okay? Once y'all get into a disagreement, you don't have enough intellectual discipline to handle it in the way a woman should handle it. You cannot handle disagreements fairly. You cannot handle differences of opinion fairly. So all you're gonna do is give that white man or non-black man the same sort of disrespect. And you may look good, and she is pretty, but that's all it becomes. It becomes just a quick clap session. And then once you get your cheeks, you know, all the way clapped up and you booty bounce it up, they get rid of you. Or, you know, oh, this person's too hard to deal with. And this is what Jordan Pauline is. Jordan Pauline can talk about how many white men she love all day, but what we're gonna find out is you are just too difficult to deal with. It costs too much to deal with you. And guys, and I'm gonna tell you, like, especially these women out there that deal with these men that want money. Here is the fundamental problem y'all face. Y'all wanna go and deal with a white man that has something. This is the biggest problem I see with black women who are anti-African men or anti-black men, black American men. Here you go wanting to deal with a white man that's very attractive, that has many different options. Most white men, whether they're average salary earning or not, will not sit back idly by going against their own women that they understand, to deal with you. They're just not going to do that, okay? They are not going to do it. So you don't want a regular white guy, and then sometimes that's what you see. You see a lot of black women getting with lower middle class or middle class white men, if they can get those.
But see, the difference is, I don't know. I'm gonna just say this. I don't believe that we're walking around here saying, or even a white person, I don't think they're saying, I don't date white men. I mean, I don't date white women. I only date black women. Like, I've never heard a video of a white man saying that. It's like, so for you to come on here and say that, you emotionally moved about something, and I think you just trying to make yourself feel more solidified and more validated. You know what I mean? You trying to make yourself feel good about whatever you battling, and it's always internal issues, y'all. I promise. It's some inner, work that needs to be done, and she just rather not do it. You just rather try to thrive off of chaos and think that's gonna better your situation, when really it's not.
I love black men. I love black people. I love black women. I love black children. I love my race. You know what I'm saying? So if you have some type of raging vendetta against me for me saying things out of emotions, we all say things we don't mean when we're hurt. I don't want anybody to ever think that that's something I meant. That's something I live by. That's how I feel. Like, no. I was traumatized and I was hurt. And I said some things I did not mean and I shouldn't have said. And I genuinely apologize from the bottom of my heart for those remarks. And yes, I'm gonna leave it at that. But black people are phenomenal. It's Black History Month. We're going to continue to break down these walls, get over these mountains, and do great things in this world.
That's right. You end up on the apology tour. She's saying that she's not apologizing to Tyleo, but she's apologizing to black men because she loves black men. And the reality is that the only person that can probably deal with you, that you can match with, is a black man. That's where it's at, okay? A lot of women these days are going to have to understand something. Because number one, it's a rising cost financially to dealing with women, especially a woman that looks this good. A woman that look like you, all right, Jordine. I mean, all of a sudden you like black men. And I don't think
All right, we're going to end it right here, man. Listen, y'all got to be careful. Y'all got to learn how to regulate your emotions. And if you're going to say something, or even if you're going to live by, stuff like what she's saying, right? If you just feel like, okay, I don't want to date black men or whatever, right? Stop coming to the internet making yourself look crazy, because it'll end up, again, coming back full circle, and it'll make you feel like, dang, I'm even less than, you know what I mean? Or it'll just hurt a lot more. You'll get a lot of scrutiny. You'll deal with a lot of people in your comments. You'll deal with a lot of hate, you know what I mean? And it's an ongoing thing. And then you'll ruin relationships. You'll ruin connections. You'll ruin, future business, plans that you might have had for yourself. And you know what I mean? You can ruin a lot by coming on the internet, just saying things, you know what I mean? So just learn how to be rational. You know what I mean? Be logical. Think things through before you come on the internet. You know what I mean? Proofread. If you're going to make a video expressing yourself in a moment of being under, pressure or being frustrated or upset, you're going to have to make that video, watch it, make sure that it's not disrespecting anybody, and make sure it's not going to be a bad look on you when it's all said and done, because it'll come back to bite you in your butt, so to speak. So be careful of that, man. But we gone. That's it. You know what I mean? Love, peace, and prosperity. Hello or goodbye. Talk to me. Do not yell at me. We elevate until we hit our head. We ain't bleeding yet. Spread love and I hate. I'll see y'all when I see y'all. Be great. Gone.